By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to divide any object to any segment that you want. Be with me during this tutorial and enjoy it. Let's go. Hey there, and welcome to AutoCAD 2025 tutorial series. I'm hosting you in this channel, Civil Engineering with Reza. Today, we will learn how to divide any object that we want to an evenly spaced segments. We will learn two different methods with two different viewpoints. Be with me and enjoy this tutorial. To divide our object, any object, we can use two methods with two different viewpoints. One of them is divide command and the other is measure command. What is the difference between them? We will see. But to talk about them, at first let's create an object. I select, for example, a line. Now I want my line to be with the length of 5. Enter. Now I want to divide my line to 5 segments. Let's come here. And from this part, we can have access to divide command. Here says that it creates evenly spaced point objects or blocks along the length or perimeter of an object. So I click on this. Now it asks me select object to divide. What is your object? I say this is my object. Asks me the number of segments. I told you I want to divide it with 5 segments. So I type 5, enter. Now, as you can see, nothing is clear. Here is the inflection point of our learning. I can show you, the points exist. They are not clear. I want to get a flashback to our previous tutorials. Now we have points, but they are not clear. How we can make them clear? Good points. We can use the utility part, point style. Now, if I change the style of my point, I can easily have the divided parts. As you can see, the dimension here was 5. But if I come one by one, you see their size, each one is 1. So we did our work correct. Now let's draw another object. It's here with a length of 5. This time, I don't want to give the number. I want to divide it by size. What do I mean? Let's see. For example, I come to this command. This time I use measure. Measure says that create point objects or blocks at measured intervals along the length or perimeter of an object. Instead of getting the divide number, I give the lengths of my segments. Now I click on this. Now I have my command active. I select on this one, tell me the length of your segments. As you remember, the length was 5. Now, let's, for example, divide it by the length of 1.5. I say 1.5. Let's see what happens. Now, let's see if it works or not. As you see, 3 multiplied by 1.5 is 4.5. So, this 0.5 is left from this part. Let me come here, and I have the length of 5, but this time, this length is 1.5. This length is also 1.5. Now, the last one, as you see, I have 3 1.5 and 1 0.5. So, we understood how we can use with two different viewpoints. One of them was dividing by the number of segments. The other was by dividing based on the lengths. But we can do another ways to call our commands. We can, instead of directly calling from this part, we can type divide. The short form is the complete form of the command and enter. Now, this command that we used previously is active. For using the measure, again, we can type measure, and now the command that we used here is active. So here, they don't have alias. We can use their full command, or it's better to say their alias is their full command. Divide, measure. It was all the information to know about how to divide our object. But let me do another example to show you, because I told you we can divide any object. For example, let me draw a circle here. Now I have my circle with the radius of 1.5. Here, I want to divide my circle to 10 parts. Which method I can use? It's by the number. Good point. It talks about using the divide command. I can come here and say divide, enter. I select on this part. Now I want to give my number of my segments. I say 10, enter. Now it divides to evenly spaced parts, my circle too. It was all the information about measure and divide command. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and if you enjoyed this, like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to continue these tutorials with us. If you have any question, ask in the comment below. Thanks for watching, best wishes, take care, and goodbye.